Hello everyone, my name is Endor, and I'm starting this video off with a plush signed by the actor behind Sin in Murder Drones, because today, let me just get you out of the way, my friend, we're going to be opening up the Murder Drones Animiniz, which there is 9 to collect, so let's see who we can end up obtaining in this box. And remember folks, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, because it really helps show your support for the channel in a big way, and I thank you all so much. But anyways, let's get back into the video! And here they are, with the plastic now removed. Let's take a look at which characters we can obtain inside of this box of 8 figures. We got here Uzi, N, V, J, Sin, Doll, Tessa, Nori, I remember, Nori, and the mystery character, which I'm pretty sure is Solver Uzi, which, in case you didn't know, is actually going to get a plush soon, which was teased by a picture of all the actors that showed up at Glitch, like the Glitch booth, or just in general around Level Up Expo 2025, which I actually went to, and I also went to the Hot Topic, where they teased that plush. And the the employees there said that Glitch was there on Friday morning because they were recording for a certain teaser and taking pictures for upcoming releases. So that's exciting. But anyways, let's get into this box. And here we go. Easy peasy. And wow, look at the way these boxes are designed. They look like Sin is on the top. Well, let's grab a random one. Take a look real quick. So these are how the boxes look. We've got Uzi in the front. Barcode. Animates X Murder Drones, or Animiniz. In partnership with JC Jensen, we are contractually obligated to mass produce murder-free replicas of our favorite Murder Drones characters. The main cast of the hit internet series Murder Drones is here as an entire line of Animiniz figures. Please exercise caution while unboxing. In rare occurrences, a certain figure has been reported to undergo eldritch mutation during transport. Ain't that fun? And here we have the characters we can obtain. 9 of them. We only have 8 boxes, so let's see who's going to be the missing one, I suppose. Under, just looks like as you'd expect. And on the top, we have Sin. So, let's get into these, shall we? And of course, we know exactly how to open these. In case you haven't seen me open the Digital Circus Animiniz, you just remove that part, open here. Ooh, this one didn't even have the thing lodged inside. And of course, we have the little plastic packaging on the inside. Let's see. We can't really feel who's in here because I believe they're covered in a plastic casing. But that's what this looks like. And let's not waste any time. Let's see who our first character is. Come on. Ooh, it's Jay.
N, you're worthless and terrible. And if the company allowed it, I would straight up kill you myself.
Easy peasy. I'm probably going to skip the part where I get the figures out of their little plastic casings. But anyways, let's take a look at Jay here. And let me move the microphone so I can record my audio a bit better. Let's see. I hope this sounds good. But anyways, we got here Jay. And again, just like the Digital Circus Animiniz, these characters are very well sculpted. This looks really good. And also nice little details. Love the bow, love the eyes, because in case you didn't know, the Murder Drone's eyes are actually these things. These are false eyes. Like a survival tactic, I guess. And of course, the JC Jensen branded pen. I said Jensen when I meant to say Jensen. But yeah, not a bad figure to start off with. Probably the most forgotten character in Murder Drones by the show itself. But hey, we love Jay. But not literally. Jay kind of sucks. But in a good way. We love that she sucks, you know? Because she is really bad at being a murder drone, actually. And here we go. Again, I'm just going to fast forward, basically, to just the part where we basically open up these plastic casings really fast. Because we know what we're here for. We're here for the figures, not the opening of the figures. I mean, kind of. We're just here to see who we get in here. And it's Sin!
Oh yes, get snuck upon.
I love Sin, dude. Because be careful here. There we go. Sin is actually my favorite character for Murder Drones. And what's really cool is actually when these figures arrived, and I guess I'll explain what I'm about to say while I give you a good look at the Sin Animini. These arrived right before I left to Level Up Expo to see, Glitch themselves, the creators of Murder Drones, Digital Circus, and of course the Gaslight District. And I actually met Sin's VA, and also N's VA, but we'll talk about that soon. But Sin's VA, Alana Fitzgerald. So that was pretty cool. And they actually signed a few things for me, like I showed at the beginning of the video. The Sin plush, but anything else, you're going to have to wait to see my Level Up Expo haul video, which is going to come very, very soon. But anyways, look at this figure. This thing looks insane. I love it. We've only opened 2 so far, but this is definitely my favorite. I love Sin so much. What a cool design. And they really managed to shrink it down into a nice, concise little figure. So yeah, not a bad one at all. Very, very good. The only problem is that it looks like the X is weirdly... There's like some sculpting. I don't know how to explain it. You can kind of see the details. But either way, very, very good figure. Alright, let's see who's next here. Who could it be? Who could it be? It's V.
And yet, I still feel nothing.
But anyways, here we have V. And oh my goodness, this one is sharp. Ouchie. And also the wings, very sharp. Wow, this is really cool. I love the expression on this one. Gives very much V vibes. Because, as N says, V, you kind of suck. She's very bloodthirsty. Or oil thirsty, I guess. But very, very well done figure. You can see the details in all their glory. And maybe we should censor that. A lot of the Murder Drones don't wear pants. Very interesting design choice. Liam Vickers, creator of Murder Drones. But you know what? Still very cool figure we have here indeed. That is a really cool expression. Love V. And well, let's move on to the next figure. Alright, and let's see who's in this one. There's the pull tab. Who could it be? Whoa, wait, what? What? Oh, okay, I was not expecting this. A double? We have a double of Sin. Okay, well, that's very surprising. I'm actually kind of speechless. I don't know what to say. Well then, let's move on to the next figure because we already seen Sin. That I'm very surprised. I thought boxes don't give doubles. Huh. That is an interesting development. But we'll get back to you in a moment. I'm actually very speechless. I don't know what to say. But anyways, I was actually not... I thought the boxes don't give doubles. But I guess I was wrong. But anyways, let's see who's in this one. We have here... Ooh. Uzi herself.
Ugh, I'm sweaty! Who programmed that?
You good, Uzi?
I'm good. Better than good. I am God!
Love my handy-dandy cutter here. Box cutter, I guess. Although it just works for cutting into nice little detail. Ooh. Okay. I grabbed onto the Uzi figure like this. And this texture thing is very satisfying. Sorry, Uzi, I'm just going to spin you around. This ghost is known to spin its victims around until they regurgitate.
Julius has been reported to fly out at its victims and spin them violently until they regurgitate.
Anyway, so here we have Uzi, who's my favorite color, purple. So, of course, extra bonus points there for this figure because the purple looks really nice. Very Hot Topic. Which is very literal because Glitch Productions is preparing for a launch of a bunch of merch at Hot Topic. And I mean like a lot more than they have right now. So that's very exciting. Very weird mouth design for Uzi. It's so strange. I think it's because there's a specific mouth design that most of the Liam Vickers stuff has. And this one has like its own unique style. But hey, not a bad figure. We got the battery skull looking thing here. Nice looking sculpt. And again, this part, nice to spin around. So very fun. Love Uzi here, the main character of Murder Drones. And of course, can't wait to get her Solver Uzi plush, and hopefully the Solver Uzi Animiniz. But let's move on. All right, we only have 3 more boxes left. We're going through this pretty fast because I'm trying not to yap as much as I usually do and seeing how that works out. But you know, it's also because I want to see these figures as much as you do, because I've been sitting on these for like a week and a half. And I'm very excited to see them. So let's see who's in this one. And we have here, it's N!
Uzi, get on out here! This troop's a team! Wait, no! Inclusive reflexes!
Dude, I love doing anything. I also managed to meet Michael Kovac, the voice of N himself. And of course, he's also Doughy the Dough Man and Jax. And, well, he's also a lot of characters because he's in like everything indie animation for some reason, which I don't mind. I don't think anyone minds either. But anyways, by the way, seeing Michael Kovac, he signed a few things for me too, which again, you'll have to wait until my Level Up Expo haul, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, this N figure is so adorable. Wow, this hat is so huge in a way that's very, very cute. We got here the design on N's hat, his eyes, his false eyes, his mouth, which is a little bit strange. Is it supposed to be this color? I feel like the color is off. Like here on the mouth, I think his teeth are supposed to be white and his tongue is supposed to be dark gray. Am I correct here? In fact, hold on. Give me a moment here. Yeah, the color on his mouth is a little bit off. I wonder what's up with that. It looks a little strange after seeing it here for so much. But I wonder if that's a mistake or if they just all look like this. But either way, really good sculpt here. So cute. Gotta love N. Who doesn't love N? Everyone loves N. He's so adorable. But anyways, let's move on. We've only got a couple boxes left. Alright. Let's see who's in this one. Who could it be? Who could it... Ooh! It's Nori!
Nori, you're dead.
You're frickin' grounded.
Angry.
And here we go, getting Nori out of the plastic prison. That sounds familiar. Plastic prison, what am I thinking about? Oh, prison of plastic from the epithet erased. But anyways, let's get back to the Murder Drones. Here we have Nori, who's actually, I guess, the heart of a drone, or I guess specifically drones with the solver in them. It's very confusing. Murder Drones is a very confusing show, but I love it anyway. Who doesn't love it? It's very confusing, but it doesn't mean it's not going to be a heck of a lot of fun. But this sculpt is very cool. A lot simpler because it's basically a lot smaller of a design, just in general, because this is like their hearts. But of course, she's got her pickaxe, her helmet here, and it's very cute. Love it quite a bit. You know, I wouldn't say this is my favorite figure. I still think the Sin is my favorite. But I think this is probably the most well done in the simplification of it. You know what I mean? Like, this looks a lot more like it fits better as a figure. And of course, it's probably going to sit a lot better compared to the rest. So I love that. Definitely, this one sits very well. So anyways, let's move on to the last figure. So let's see who we have here. Who could it be? I'm gonna say it's Solver Uzi. I have this feeling it's gonna be Solver Uzi, and I don't know why. It feels like a hunch. And you know what? Learn to trust your gut. Remember, learn to trust your gut. It's a very important life lesson. And here we have here. Oh, well, I trusted my gut and it was wrong. But hey, it's Tessa.
Human-made security this experiment can control. Maybe.
Let's get you out of the plastic. Tessa, we gotta look at you. I'm not that great at singing, so I'm gonna stop singing now. And wow, look at this figure. Speaking of Tessa, at Level Up Expo, I actually saw that there was a person with a Tessa cosplay. Very, very amazing cosplay. Absolutely loved that one. And it was like the only Tessa cosplay I saw. But hey, made it look all the better because it was basically perfectly done. Very impressive. But anyways, we got here Tessa. Very nice sculpt. And if you've seen Murder Drones, I think you know a little bit more about the reality of Tessa. And of course, this big adorable bow back here. JC Jensen hat. Let's see, do they have certified technician? Well, I guess you can't really fit it into a figure this small, but you can see the badge down there. That's supposed to say certified technician. Although, interestingly enough, it looks like she's missing the stickers that she's supposed to have on the helmet. I wonder why. I guess it'd be very difficult to get it down in this scale. But hey, not a bad figure at all. Absolutely love Tessa as well. Love all the characters in Murder Drones. It's part of what makes it special. We got here the sword as well. Very, very cool. Well then, let's now take a look at all of them together and give a final thoughts on the Murder Drones Animiniz. And here they are, all as a group. And don't they look lovely? We got a bunch of the Murder Drones Animiniz here. Very good quality figures. Very impressed. Just like the Digital Circus Animiniz, they look absolutely incredible. Love them all so much. If I were to pick a favorite, I'm definitely going to say Sin, just like I did at the beginning, which is very impressive that I got Sin almost immediately. Became my immediate favorite. And of course, we have a duplicate Sin, which is not bad at all. But anyways, I hope you all did enjoy this video. And well, here's a little challenge for you. If you want to see more Murder Drones content from me, then how about we do a little something fun? Of course, to do the normal, like, commenting, and subscribing, all that, blah, blah, blah. But if you want to call out specifically to see more Murder Drones content, comment down below, callback ping. You know, like the whole thing that Sin does. And of course, if you've seen Murder Drones, then you know why callback ping would just be a pretty funny thing to see in the comments. But of course, if you haven't seen Murder Drones, and you're watching this video right now, well, thank you for finding me entertaining enough that you are risking spoilers. But hey, if you have not seen Murder Drones, you might as well go check it out on YouTube. It's free, dude. And there's no better price than that. But anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And well, goodbye everyone.